What's up, guys? This is Tarmo Twin against Grixis, and I cannot keep this open in hand. Maybe if this was an island, then I could sear visions and hunt for more lands, but as is, has to go. Not great. Way too many lands. But I kept. Very easily could have mulliganed, but I don't really like to mulligan in the first place, so kept. I have bolt, snap, bolt. Maybe that'll get me somewhere. Alright, hand's looking better already. So yeah, at this point, Watery Grave is a pretty good indication that they're Grixis, but that with Thought Scour pretty much tells you that they're a Grixis deck. And looks like it's going to be a turn 2 Tassiger, which is really good for my opponent. So I'm going to double bolt it while he's tapped out. Just try to get the threat off the board. He's flashing back Serum Visions, which is a pretty good play. I like doing that. A lot of people like to save their Snapcasters for Lightning Bolt or removal, but there's nothing wrong with flashing back Serum Visions. So he terminates my Tarmogoyf. Not really surprised. He doesn't really live that long against this matchup. So I let him. I took 2 more damage. I just wanted to wait to his end step, see if he would play anything else that I could Lightning Bolt. Maybe a Delver of Secrets or something. And he bolts my Snapcaster Mage. Alright, there's Splinter Twin. Very unlikely I'll be able to combo off against this deck. I don't think I've ever comboed off game 1 against Grixis. I'll remand that, draw the Splinter Twin. Yeah. Well, I'm in a pretty bad spot now. So he's Grixis Twin. It's really hard to know what kind of a Grixis deck they are until if you see Delver Secrets, then obviously it's Grixis Delver, and you see a Pestermite, then he's Twin. But until that point, you just don't know what you're going up against. It could be Grixis Control or the other two. So he's getting back Tassiger. I got to discard a Splinter Twin. I don't have high hopes for this surviving the Goif. And he just taps it. So yeah, I'm dead. Game 1, it's miserable, but post sideboard it does get better. So I'll see you then. All right, hand's not great. I kept though. A lot of matches before this one. I had really bad luck with opening hands, so I'm just in the mood of pretty much keeping whatever. The previous games I always mulligan and it was worse. No land hands and stuff, so we'll see where this hand takes me. So I got Stomping Ground. It makes a Cryptic Command worse, but I just wanted a green source in case I drew Tarmogoyf, and also a red source for Lightning Bolt, Karanos, a Splinter Twin. So I'm gonna remand the Thought Scour, just try to keep him off from a turn 2 Tassiger. Not sure if he kept in his combo, but if he did, I brought in Rending Volley. And if he did take it out, it's still not a dead card. You can still kill Snapcaster Mage. Or a Vendilion Click if he brought that in. I draw a Roast for Angler. Oh no, I don't think Twin runs Anglers actually. I think it's just Tassigers. So I Serum Visions. There's going to be a land on top. I drew Tarmogoyf, so I have 8 cards in hand, so I'm just going to fire off this Bolt, or else I'd have to discard it. And there's Tassiger. Just going to roast it. Hopefully he doesn't have Spell Snare. And he doesn't. So he did keep in Exarchs. He might have taken out all the Splinter Twins, though. Or at the very least, trimmed down on them. Discard Electrolyze. I can always flash it back with Snapcaster Mage later on. Alright, so there's Thrun. This is where you want to be post sideboard. Thrun, lots of threats. Got Karanos. One more land, I'll be able to cast him. I think this is the right way to fight Grixis here. The combo just won't work against them. They have way too much interaction, way too much disruption. So I could have remanded, actually. Could have remanded his Lightning Bolt and saved the Tarmogoyf, but I got another one in hand. So I didn't think it was terribly important. So I'm not going to play Kronos in case he has a Splinter Twin. I would like to Cryptic that. Or Snapcaster, it looks like. Snapcaster Rending Volley. Alright, we got there. On to game 3. Okay, so the open hand's not the best, but do have a counterspell, a threat, and against a control deck, it's always nice to have a lot of lands. So I went ahead and kept just based on that. If you have more lands than a control deck, you're in a pretty good spot. You get to pay for mana leaks and spell pierces and stuff. So he starts off with Serum Visions. I cracked now because at the time I played it, and then I realized that he might be running Shadow of Doubt, though I don't know why he would keep it in or bring it in against me, but figured better safe than sorry. So slam the Tarmogoyf. Good thing is if he tries to bolt it here, it'll be a 3/4, so it won't die, but he probably won't do that. He terminates and went ahead and reman the Serum Visions. I don't want him to sculpt his hand right now. So I kept the Thrun, even though I can't cast it next turn. But I only have one, and I'd really like to be able to cast it at some point. But the Roast I bought him because I really want a second Forest. Probably should have cast Electrolyze instead of discarding it, but I'm holding up Snapcaster and Remand in case he tries to do something on his turn. He remands my remand. Tarmogoyf's dead. Still have a threat on the board though. And now I probably don't. Yeah, I don't. I discard Lightning Bolt. There's a Huntmaster and a Misty Rainforest. So I'm going to bolt his Snapcaster Mage. Just trying to keep the board clear of his threats. There's Tasigur. So I'm not going to crack the Misty. I want the Huntmaster of the Fells as well. So I ordered it just in case he has like Thoughtseize. He might be able to take my Thrun, but then I have Huntmaster coming up next. So that's why I ordered it Misty first, even though I wasn't intending to ever crack it. And I took 4 here. I didn't feel like it was necessary to block quite yet. I believe I gave him Serum Visions. Any Thought Scours. So he tries to destroy Huntmaster. I'm going to dispel it. And then he bolts it anyways. Which is fine. Making him waste more cards than he wants to. I believe I gave him Thought Scour here. Just because everything else is so good. So. Tried to bolt him to end the game. Didn't work out. And here I remand my Snapcaster Mage. It doesn't know. It's pointless to remand the spell snare. Just replay it. And Mole Drifter. So he gets back Thought Scour. So I'm going to fire off this Cataxian Probe just to make sure he has nothing that can, like a Cryptic or something. And he has 2 lands and Tasker, so Thrun got there. He's still good against control. Alright, there you go.